All right, dear.
Hug. Now, I just thought of something. When I was at the crime scene, I didn't actually try using the magnifying glass on that part of the grass. At least I don't think I did. But let's do that. I could have sworn I did that.
As though some heavy wire object had been set there. Gabriel is all.
Can I move it? Okay, I can't move it.
Gabriel is
What's that?
something small and iridescent is barely visible among the indentations. It looks like a scale of some sort.
Indeed. Let's take that.
The scale looks a little delicate to pick up by hand.
Oh, I know what I need to pick it up with.
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to take the small iridescent scale.
I think it's a snake scale, but it beats the hell out of me what kind.
Probably a boa constrictor. Like the one we saw in the voodoo shop.
Gabriel magnifies the iridescent scale is brilliantly hued with greens and purples.
No, I don't think a snake scale would be that shiny. Necessarily. I mean, I've only seen snake skin. I've never seen a snake scale that was taken from a snake before.
The
Okay.
There's nothing worse.
Now, one thing that I did not think of, but I've checked from the walkthrough, I apparently need to take something else from this location.
Gabriel was just Gabriel can.
Is that clay?
See, you would never think to do that. Who would think to do that? Like, it doesn't even...
The banks of the lake.
Okay, so if you click there, it says it's rich with clay deposits, but whatever. Sometimes I think that Sierra was just trying to sell hint books. I don't know. So here's the test. I believe we should be done with day 1, or almost. I think I have one more thing left to do, if I recall. Now that I've gotten a few more terms, I might be able to talk to
Hello,
Grace.
beautiful. It's me.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Yep, I got a few more terms now.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Doing a family tree, Gabriel?
Very funny. I mean real snakes. You know, scaly, cold-blooded. I would have thought you'd find them empathetic.
Mm-hmm. I know very little about reptiles of any kind and prefer to keep it that way. I think there's a book on snakes around here somewhere, though.
Okay, thanks.
Ah, okay. That's where you're supposed to get the clue to look at the books. Alright. Alright, I guess that kind of makes sense. I apologize, Sierra.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No. Is that a voodoo word?
No, it's German,
I
dummy.
don't think so. It's German.
No, but it has a nice ring, doesn't it? Schottenjäger.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Malia Getty. There we go.
Could you see what you can find out about a woman named Malia Getty?
The name Getty sounds familiar. What's your interest
My interest in her is deep.
Just, you know, stuff about the voodoo murders. If you could get an address...
The murders. Right. I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Well,
Ah, good.
it's about closing time.
End of day 1.
So it is. Good night, Gracie.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay?
Good night, Mrs. Haberdash, wherever you are. I remember just getting through the first day was the hardest part of the game, as far as some of the puzzles. So we've accomplished a great deal here. This is good. This is good. Uh-oh. I bet it's another dream. Same dream? You're not just gonna show me the exact same dream, are you? Yeah, it looks like you are. Exact same dream. Day 2. A mask I wore as I approached. I was what I am not, and though the pattern was unclear, its meaning could be bought.
Good morning. Don't you look swell today? Actually, swollen. So have some. There's a fresh pot on the table.
I don't like coffee! Blech!
Seriously, you look like hell. Your hair is sticking straight up like a... Oh, it always does that. Never mind.
Ha ha.
Did you dream about the fire and the hang guy?
I
and
love
that
Tim
lion
Curry.
thing last night?
Leopard, not lion. Did you get anything on Malia Getty?
Well, I did get her address, but you're a little out of your league here, big fella. The Gettys own 3 local hospitals, just to name a few of their assets. They run in very high circles.
Did you get an address?
I got the address. I suppose this has nothing to do with the fact that Malia Getty is incredibly gorgeous. I should have known you wouldn't go for a rich, ugly socialite.
And that address is...
Hey! Far be it from me to postpone your total humiliation. It's 557 West England. That's a garden district, a state city.
That's all I wanted to know. And yes, my dear, Malia Getty is the most dangerous-looking diversion I've ever seen. Ouch!
Oy, men.
Like I said, Tim Curry, you are the freaking man.
Times Picayune, dated June 19.
Always check the newspaper in the morning in
1993.
this game.
A front page article describes the most recent of the voodoo murders. Gabriel scans it but learns not anew. The article reiterates that the voodoo aspect of the crimes is fake. Gabriel shivers. It looked real enough to him. Elsewhere, there's an article about the history of Jackson Square, called La Plaza d'Armas. Under French rule, it was used for executions.
Yeah, it sounds
firing
about right.
squads, hanging, even impalement and breaking on the wheel. Yikes. Of course, these days, it's mostly a hangout for tourists.
Yes,
street
it is.
musicians and local artists.
Very much so.
Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instinct.
I feel a dark star rising, all right.
I feel a bad moon rising. Alright, anything new, Gracie?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
She's certainly a lot less sassy in this version. In the first game.
Do you know what caprice...
Okay, I already asked you that.
You can't tell me anything about the word Schottenjäger?
Nope, sorry, I don't speak German.
Well, learn! Just kidding.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I can't.
Okay.
Alright, so she's not going to be much help. So I got a couple things I can do today for sure. I definitely want to go to the Voodoo History Museum
going
again.
Have fun.
Because Dr. John is supposed to be there. Let's get him a hog. Yep,
Welcome,
there he is.
my friend.
Michael Dorn, ladies and gentlemen.
I am the proprietor, Dr. John. If you have any questions, I will be happy to assist.
Great. My name is Nye, and I'll probably take you up on that.
Well, we better ask him some questions.
Could I ask you some questions?
Ooh,
That is
he's a big
why
fella.
I am here.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo, or the voodoo currently practiced in the city?
Tell me about historical voodoo.
Very well. I will start at the beginning, Mr. Knight, and will go on from there at your prompting.
Sounds good.
As you may know, voodoo is a grassroots religion formed by the mixing together of many different African tribal religions and Anglo religions, such as Catholicism or Protestantism. In other words, it is a religion born of the African slave trade, but African slaves were imported not only by the United States, but also into the West Indies, where the French and Spanish ran plantation islands. Prior to 1803, the New Orleans area was owned by France. The French Creole in those days owned many African slaves. But the Creole did not permit their slaves to gather, giving no chance for voodoo to breed here natively.
The Creole also knew enough about the corrupted pagan practices of the West Indies slaves to ban the importing of slaves from that region.
I don't think that last sentence was Michael Dorn. I think they added that later.
Tell me about current voodoo.
Many people think of voodoo in terms of magic spells or greenery. That kind of practice is actually called hoodoo, and is only a part of true voodoo. Voodoo, the religion, has a strong following in New Orleans. In fact, it is growing quite rapidly. There are several voodoo churches or temples in the city, and others all across the United States. African Americans see it as a tradition all their own. Whites, and they are many in their religion, are attracted to it because they think it is exotic. I, personally, am more interested in the history of voodoo. Some of the new movements are copying Haitian or even African voodoo, but it is the voodoo of New Orleans that I find so intriguing.
Do you now?
Is there anything else I should know about voodoo?
Not if your interest is primarily in voodoo. Hoodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk traditions, but it will not aid you in understanding true voodoo.
Interesting, interesting, interesting.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The killings in the newspaper? I know that they have nothing to do with true voodoo in New Orleans.
What do you think of New Orleans?
It is the only city in the United States as far as I am concerned.
Do you know anything about snakes?
You have perhaps noticed the museum's snake.
Oh, I noticed. It's freaking
They are
huge.
Beautiful creatures, do you not agree? And the tourists seem to associate them with voodoo.
Is the snake yours? Do you use it in your practice of voodoo?
I admire the spirit of the snake, Mr. Knight. But snakes like the museums can be quite dangerous to handle.
You didn't really answer my question.
I think I did, Mr. Knight.
True enough.
Do you have any idea what caprice en garde means?
I fear my French is not all it should be, Mr. Knight.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No, I have not.
Tell me about yourself.
Me?
Yes, if you don't mind.
What is it you wish to learn?
Why did you open a voodoo museum?
The subject has fascinated me all my life, and I wanted to help preserve the cultural heritage it represents.
What kind of background in voodoo do you have?
Let us say that I cut my teeth on it, Mr. Knight. It is in my blood.
Do you do anything besides run the museum?
No. The museum does not make me a rich man, but my material needs are simple. I prefer to focus on my one true interest in life.
And what's that?
What are your own religious beliefs?
My beliefs are too personal and too complex to discuss with a layman, Mr. Knight.
Just tell me anything.
I am originally from the West Indies myself, you know.
Really? What brought you to New Orleans?
I was drawn here for personal reasons.
Actually, I can't think of a thing.
Then, let us discuss something else.
Alright, that seems to be all I can ask him. Let's go ahead and try to show him some stuff. How about this?
Does this mean anything to you?
I cannot say that it does.
Okay.
Does this mean anything to you?
Okay, I forgot. That's just the notebook. That's not anything.
Could you look at this and tell me if you recognize anything about the ritual?
This is truly offensive. This is from one of those recent killings, is it not?
Well, actually,
But the police already know that this so-called
Whoa,
ritual
he's
is
getting
fake.
serious there. He's like,
Voodoo is a
"Grrr."
respected religion. This kind of thing has nothing to do with voodoo in this city.
fine. Let's say that's true. Are you sure there's nothing about the items in this photo?
There is nothing about this sickness that I would identify as voodoo. Nothing.
Thanks for looking then.
Well, that was kind of revealing, although I didn't get any points for it, for that matter. Huh. Let's show him some more. Oh, wait a minute. What the heck is that, then?
Gabriel,
Oh, that's the clay! I thought that was the snake skin. I'm an idiot.
perhaps Gabriel should learn more about the
Okay. So I can't show him that yet.
Do these marks look familiar?
They look like the scribbling of a child to me.
Okay, thanks.
Alright. Nothing from that. He's not gonna know German, so...
Do these marks look familiar?
Okay.
Do these symbols mean anything to you?
No. They look like nonsense to me. Where did you get them?
Ah,
I
but you're
might
interested in where I got him,
I
huh?
saw them scribbled somewhere. Just graffiti ideas.
I see. But by the way, I forgot to warn you, Mr. Knight. The local cemeteries are quite dangerous. Muggers, vandals. I would avoid going there alone if I were you.
Really? Thanks for the advice.
So he doesn't want me going in the cemetery, eh?
This is
Interesting.
Dr. John is a huge man. If his manner weren't so pleasant, he'd be intimidating.
Indeed. Alright, well, I think we've done enough for tonight. It's starting to get kind of late, and we finished the first day. And that's hugely important. So, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this recording here. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying bringing it to you. My name is Kronos006, and I am signing off for now. Take care.